What's up, BC? I'm back. I'm going to do another video, show some records I got at a record show about, I don't know, October, so almost 2 months ago now. I'm in the process of moving. As you can see behind you, records still need to fill these shelves, and I've got a lot of them. I got a backlog of like 130, 140 records I got to show. I got a huge score from my girlfriend's, her family friend, like an uncle of hers had a bunch of records, and I got them for free, so really, really excited about that. Yeah, I've just been real busy with school and, you know, the same old shit, and just haven't had time to make a video, but I've got time now, so I'm going to get into it. I did really well at this show. I think I got like 11 records and spent less than $100. And so, let's kick it off. The first one, not the first one I found, the first one I'm going to show is Rush, Fly By Night. And this is just, you know, this is early Rush. This is killer. This is right after they replaced their drummer, original drummer John Rutsey, with Neil Peart. And this is a first pressing on Mercury, the 70s Mercury label. And this thing is literally near mint. This was from the dealer I got it from at the show, from his personal collection. And he took really good care of it. And it's like near mint. It's a fantastic record, you know. What can I say? It's Rush. You know, Rush is awesome. The next one I got was Herbie Hancock, Man-Child. Take the sleeve off of this one. There we go. That's a lot better. Man-Child. I got this for like $8. I think I had with the guy down, and I paid I think $17.50 for that for the Rush. This is on 70s Columbia, which you've all seen, so I won't show it. This is awesome. This is his like 70s funk period, his jazz funk, little tinges of soul in there. This is a who's who. This is like the Headhunters Part 2 almost kind of thing. You got Bill Summers on percussion. You got Paul Jackson on bass. You got Benny Maupin on sax. You got Harvey Mason, who's such an underappreciated drummer, who's a fantastic funk drummer. Harvey Mason is awesome. You've got Mike Clark, who is another great drummer from the Headhunters. Who else we got on this bad boy? We got, and of course Stevie Wonder on harmonica. So yeah, this was fantastic, and this is also pretty much mint condition. This is just a beautiful record. I suggest that if you like the Headhunters, if you liked Herbie Hancock's Headhunter album, if you like Mondwishy, if you like Crossings, if you like Flood, if you like any of that stuff, this is right up your alley. You need to have this. Thrust is another one, which is slightly better than this one in my opinion, but this is a fantastic record, and this is a must-own for anyone who likes jazz and or funk. It's really a must-own. This next one is the 11th House with Larry Coryell on Vanguard. And the 11th House was this is kind of like jazz fusion. Yeah, this is jazz fusion, kind of more on the jazzy side, and a little bit of funk as well, because whenever you got my man right here, Mr. Cool, Alphonse Mouzon, you know you're getting some funk. And yeah, the band is Randy Brecker from the Brecker Brothers on trumpet, Alphonse Mouzon on drums, Larry Coryell on guitar, Mike Mandel on piano, and Danny Treffin on bass. So this is phenomenal. This is great. This is a winner. I got this for I think $4. And you know, this is awesome cover, by the way. That's cool as shit. Got my man right here, or whatever that is. And this is just great. This is just like up tempo most of the time, jazz fusion, right in my wheelhouse, right what I love, and what I love listening to, and that's phenomenal. Next one I also paid, I think I paid $3 for that, the 11th House, and $3 for this. This is a English compilation of Cream. And I'm a huge Cream fan, and I'll buy anything I see that I don't have from Cream. This is actually just their first album, Fresh Cream, with the bonus tracks Wrapping Paper and the Coffee Song. And the Coffee Song has never been released in the UK, and this is a UK pressing. One of the indications is that it has a $1.47, which is pounds sterling, or pounds, if you will. This is great, of course. It's Cream. I mean, blues rock. I mean, there's nothing needs to be said about this. If you see Cream, you don't have it, pick it up. You won't be disappointed. The next one that I stumbled across was the Granola Zoo on Reprise. This is Frank Zappa. Well, the mother's and Frank Zappa anyway, but this is phenomenal. This is kind of like fusion E with just draws. You know, it's Frank Zappa, so the lyrics are humorous, and it just draws from everywhere. I mean, it's all over the place, but it's really good. It's a great record. This is, I believe, was his last for Reprise. I could be wrong, and I probably am. This came out in '72, by the way. I got this for $11. I paid for this. And it's from a guy who doesn't like to haggle, so I really don't like buying anything from him. Because I feel like at a record show you should be able to work with the vendors, and because they overprice the shit out of stuff, because I'm sure he got this for $1 or $2 out of some guy's collection who didn't know what he had, but that's beside the point. So yeah, I really try not to buy anything from this guy. I mean, he's not really a bad guy. He just seems uninterested in what he's doing and just not willing to haggle at all. But what are you going to do? So I saw this is like a near mint copy. This sleeve is in beautiful shape. I believe this is a repress. Let's see. I'm going to pull up my patented. Well, yeah, I think this might be original. I'm not sure. I have to ask Dr. Dead Wax, and I am using his sleeves, which I've been hip to his sleeves for about 2 months. Dr. Dead Wax sleeves are the shit. The inner sleeves. Yeah, this record's fantastic. Like I said, definitely if you see this for like $15 and under, you can't go wrong. You need to have this record. This is great. And the next record I picked up was, I think, $3.50, and I have to say that this is a band that people have been talking about in the VC for a very long time, and I didn't give them, for whatever reason, I just didn't ever see any of the records, but I know if I had, I would have passed. But it being what it was, I really was interested by the cover, and this band, this group of musicians is phenomenal. And it's Tangerine Dream. And this is Rubycon. This I've played like 5 or 6 times since I got it, and I'd have to classify. I'm pretty much obsessed with this band and this record. I've since got also, I guess you say Phaedra, which I'll show in a later video because I've got to make a couple videos today. But this record is absolutely phenomenal, absolutely a hit. This is on the awesome Virgin label, which is just always cool. And I mean, this record is electronic music, ambient at times, kind of krautrockish. I mean, they're from Germany, and most of you know more about them than I do, but this is mesmerizing. This is one of those things where I put it on and I was doing other stuff. That's why I listen to a lot of music that way. I like to multitask, and this grabbed me. I stopped what I was doing and I sat down and listened to the whole thing, front to back twice. And it's utterly brilliant. The compositions are beautiful and intrinsic, if that's even a word. They're trance-like. You're drawn in, and what's going on. It's brilliant music. If you see this, I think I paid $4 for this, and this is in VG Plus near mint shape. Pick up Tangerine Dream if you think you'll like stuff like that, because these guys are the fucking masters of it, and you won't be let down. I mean, it's phenomenal stuff. The next one I picked up is my boy Bobby D's Highway 61 Revisited. And I mean, everyone knows this record, Like a Rolling Stone, Highway 61 Revisited, Desolation Row, Tombstone Blues. This is great. Al Cooper on this. This is good. This is great. I bought this, actually, I haven't been a huge Dylan fan for a long time, like a lot of people. I bought this because my girlfriend's into Dylan, and she kind of got me into Dylan. I usually I favor instrumentation more than lyricists and lyrics, but when I sat down and listened to this and listened to some Dylan, I was just like, wow, like this is phenomenal. There's a reason why a lot of people like him. I love Dylan a lot now, and I'm glad that I do, and I'm thankful to her for hipping me to it. This is a 70s repress, and I got this for $11. And the reason why I bought it was because it's so clean. And I'm not a huge Dylan fan. I don't need like original mono copies that are going to cost me like $40, $35. I don't care about that. So I'm not going to show the label. 70s Columbia label. Once again, like the Herbie Hancock. You've seen it a ton of times. You know what it looks like. But yeah, this is Highway 61 Revisited, Bob Dylan. I'll save that one for last. The next one that I picked up was, and I couldn't believe, there was a guy who, this lady was running it for him, I guess his wife or a girlfriend, something. Very nice couple, very cool people. And I start thumbing through his bins, and immediately I know that he's got stuff you don't see every day. He doesn't have common stuff. He has a good eye. You can tell immediately. At least for the type of stuff I like. He doesn't have like a bunch of Rolling Stones, and not that there's anything wrong with that, but he just had a lot of obscure shit. And it was phenomenal shit. Fair pricing. So this is, I never thought I would see this in the wild. This is Yuka, A Passenger to Paramaribo. And sorry about the glare. I'm not going to take it out of the Blake though, because it's actually a UK press on Sonnet. What's a cool little label. And yeah, I saw this. I saw the record I'm going to show last first, and I had the holy shit. I've been looking for this. This is a gem. I need this. And then I'm thumbing through, and I'm about to leave, and I was like, leave no bin unturned. That's a true digger. You got to look at everything. So I start thumbing through, and I see this. And it says $19, and I was like, you know what? That's a fair price. I'll pay that anyway, because this is awesome. Which this is awesome. This is like rock and roll tinged with jazz. I hear a little bit of psych, and I also hear a little bit of, he gets funky at times, which is awesome. Just up my alley. I love all those genres. It's great. A little bit of blues rock. He's a good player. Definitely is very eclectic in his taste. Like, you could tell he's well studied in a lot of different genres. So anyways, I'm thumbing through, and I see this, and I have the second, oh shit, like trying to contain my excitement, because I don't want him to know how much I want this record. That's just the way I am. So I said, can you do 15 on this? And he said, sure. And I said, man, where the hell did you find this? He's like, I just get lucky. I just keep my eyes open, and I'm always willing to dig through somebody's crates. And I said, well, man, this is a phenomenal record. I'm really glad I was able to get this. So yeah, this was one of the finds of the day. Once again, it's a Yuka, A Passenger to Paramaribo. And that's been a grail of mine since I think Derek first showed it, when I started going through Derek's back catalog of, shout out to Derek, how you doing, man? I hope everything's good. But I was going through Derek's back catalog, and it was just monstrous. And he showed this in one of his videos, and I went on YouTube, as we all do, and I checked out some clips, and it immediately went into my want list, and it's been there ever since. And I found it 2 months ago, and it's just a phenomenal record. I suggest you pick it up if you see it, and if you can get it for $20, believe me, that may be expensive to some of you, but it's worth it. The next album was from the same guy I bought the Rush from, and this was in his like new arrivals / expensive bin. He's a really nice guy, an older gentleman, very knowledgeable. I really like. It's a lot of times he doesn't have anything I want. He has a lot of common like 80s rock, and I'm not into that per se at all, like the Ramones and stuff like that. It's just not really my bag. And so he started talking, and I was going through stuff, and I pull out this monster. In the interview, I'm not going to take out the Blake, so I'm sorry it's shiny, but this is McDonald and Giles. McDonald and Giles were members of King Crimson that left right after or right before the start of their American tour, and they weren't really happy with the direction of the band. They made this gem monster of a record. This thing is absolutely brilliant in every way. Dr. Deadwax is talking about how he's been chasing the dragon on this one, and and he's totally right. There's a lot of quiet passages that even the slightest bit of background noise could drive you insane. And luckily, he had this priced at $20, and I got him down to $17.50. And this bad boy, the cover is near mint to VG++, some slight wear right there, little ring wear, but it's near mint. And the record is near mint, thank God. And I only paid $17.50 for this, which is unbelievable. I was so happy. It's unbelievably good. You can hear Crimson, but it's also like calmer than the stuff they were doing at the time, like in the Wake of Poseidon and shit like that. You know, in the Court of the Crimson King. But it's just phenomenal. It's an utter. It's I think Fred Big Star 1000. Shout out to Fred. Fred, I really enjoy your videos. He did an obscure classic on this, and he's absolutely right. This is both obscure and a classic. This is a monster record. This should be just. This is fantastic, and this is on the marbled Cotillion label. This is the first U.S. press, and it's just a monster. It is just a monster record. It's McDonald and Giles. Look at that. Just two hip ass dudes. And yeah, that was oh shit moment. For $17.50, you usually see these things in that condition going for $75 and ridiculous prices on eBay. People with the VG+++, and it's scratched to shit. That's for a different day though. And the last record, I don't know for most of you if it'll top McDonald and Giles. It does for me. I've seen Fatback Funk show this, and my man, shout out to my brother John Coltrane 68 now. Chris, what's up, man? You know, I'm glad you're making videos again. I've been watching your French prog and stuff videos, like, and I've been watching Derek's, and shout out to Dave, Prog and Jazz, man. Your collection is amazing. Yeah, this is Billy Higgins, Mr. Billy Higgins. This came out in 1985. It's jazz, contemporary jazz, I would say. This is phenomenal, and this is Billy Higgins taking more of almost a back seat. It's just beautiful contemporary jazz, utterly brilliant, almost somewhat spiritual at times. It's a masterpiece. This is on RZA Records, started by Dr. RZA Jardin. This is very, very hard to find. I got it from the same guy I got the Yuka Talanin from. This was 19 as well, and I got it. He did 30 for both of them as opposed to 38, which he was a cool dude. I really appreciate that. I would definitely, hopefully, he's going to be there. I'm going to go. If I can't go in December, I'm definitely going to go in January. See how my money situation is looking. But anyways, this is phenomenal. Yes, Dave, Fatback Funk, you're right. This is a 10. Most likely a 17. This thing is a fucking monster record and should be sought out. If you see this, don't pass it up. Even if you don't like jazz, give it a shot. If you can find this for a decent price, don't pass this up. This is a phenomenal. Billy Higgins is an incredible drummer. Incredible. Just incredible. So that was my scores. Like I said, I think it was like 11 records for I think I paid $96 total, and they're all on my want list except the Tangerine Dream, and so I did really well. I think I did really well. The Arbutus Record Show in Maryland is a phenomenal show, and it's always, the vendors are always varying. You never, I've seen so many vendors each time I go that are different, have new stuff, and they're always replenishing their stock, and it's just phenomenal. It's just a digger's dream. Thousands and thousands of records, cool people for the most part. Really cool people, most of them haggle, most of them will work out a deal with you, and it's just really good scene. So I had a really good time, and those are my scores from that dig. I hope you like it. Please comment, subscribe. Thank you to all my subscribers. I think I have 103 or 4 now. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate all the comments I get. Yeah, so I will be back soon with another video. I've got 2 or 3 more to shoot. I think I'll shoot a couple more today, but yeah, thanks everybody. Hope everyone's well. Peace.